Jesus told a story about a wealthy man preparing for a long journey. He entrusted his wealth to his servants, each according to their abilities. This simple story, the parable of the talents, holds a profound message for us today. It's a story about potential, responsibility, and the consequences of our choices. The talents represent any gift, skill, or ability God has bestowed upon us. It could be the gift of teaching, the ability to create art, a knack for business, or even the simple act of showing kindness. Every one of us has been entrusted with something special. We are all called to be fruitful and multiply what we've been given. What talents have we been given? How are we using them? Are we burying them out of fear or apathy, or are we investing them wisely? God expects us to use our gifts to make a difference in the world.
In the parable, the master entrusts 5 talents to one servant, 2 to another, and 1 to a third. Each servant is given a different amount, reflecting the unique abilities and capacities they possess. The master doesn't expect the same outcome from each servant, but he does expect them to be faithful with what they've been given.
The servants who received 5 and 2 talents doubled their master's investment. They were diligent, resourceful, and willing to take risks. Their actions demonstrated their trust in their master and their commitment to fulfilling his expectations.
The servant who received 1 talent, however, buried it in the ground. He was afraid of losing what he had been given, so he chose to do nothing. The master's response to the faithful servants is one of praise and reward.
The parable of the talents emphasizes the importance of stewardship. Stewardship is about managing and caring for something that has been entrusted to us. It's about recognizing that everything we have, our talents, our time, our resources, ultimately belongs to God. Being a good steward means using our talents responsibly and for the benefit of others. It means recognizing that our gifts are not just for our own personal gain, but for the betterment of the world around us. The servants who doubled their talents didn't play it safe. We are called to use our gifts to make a difference in the lives of others and to glorify God in all that we do. Section 4, the peril of unused potential.
The servant who buried his talent represents the danger of unused potential.
He allowed fear and insecurity to hold him back, and as a result, he lost what he had been given. His inaction not only robbed him of the opportunity to grow and develop his talent, but it also deprived the world of the good he could have done. Unused potential is a tragedy. It's a waste of the gifts and abilities that God has given us. Fear is often the biggest obstacle to using our talents. The parable teaches us that we cannot afford to bury our talents. We must overcome our fears and step out in faith, trusting that God will equip us and empower us to use our gifts for His glory. Section 5, Talents in Action. We see examples of people using their talents for good all around us. The teacher who inspires her students, the artist who creates beauty, the entrepreneur who builds a successful business, the volunteer who serves the less fortunate. These are all examples of people using their talents to make a difference. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, the young Pakistani activist who risked her life to advocate for the education of girls. She used her voice, her courage, and her passion to fight for what she believed in. Or think about the countless healthcare workers who dedicate their lives to caring for others. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every effort to make the world a better place is a demonstration of talents in action. Section 6, Embracing Our Purpose. The parable of the talents is a call to action. It's a reminder that we are all called to be fruitful and multiply what we've been given. It's an invitation to embrace our purpose and use our talents to make a difference in the world. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and take risks. Trust in God's plan for your life and believe in the unique gifts He has given you. The world needs your talents. Go out and make a difference.